strength of one, but the union makes us strong.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Solidarity forever.
Good song. Welcome to Pittsburgh. It is such an honor to be here with you all and to see you all here. This has been at my 8 months of being in office. This is my second time, I think, so far being able to welcome to a national convening some of our sisters and brothers in labor, and it is exciting every time that we get to do it. So thank you all so much for having me. Thank you so much for being here today. I will admit, when I got here, I wasn't actually sure necessarily how formal of an event I was walking into. My team, they do this to me every time. They said, Summer, we're going to have you go, and it's our labor fam. We're going to have you go and talk to some folks who are convening in Pittsburgh. It's going to be quick. You're going to come in. You're going to say hello. And they always say that, and then I get here and I get a formal introduction, and it feels very formal. So I'm going to take it more and more serious. But you know what? I just wanted to come back quickly, to meet you all, to say thank you first and foremost so much for your fight, for your advocacy, for all the work that you have been doing to keep us, to keep our airways safe. I can't tell you how important that work is, and I know that you all know that, right? We just came out of a big battle with the FAA reauthorization, and I know that, exactly, yes. I know that every time that we don't get everything that we want, we can always, it can make you feel a moment of discouragement, but I want to come in here just to give a moment of encouragement. Because the reality is that your voices, your advocacy, your work doesn't just keep us safe in and out of reauthorizations, but even when we don't get everything across the finish line, because you are there in the fight, we make sure that we get as much as we can and preparing ourselves to get even more, because the fight is not over. It's because of your work that we have not just one of the most complex, the biggest, but we also have the safest air traffic control project in the world. And that is because of the diligent, the dedicated work of our workers who are in this room and our workers throughout this country. It's because of the work that you all do to continue to hold folks like me and my colleagues accountable. It's because of the work you do in advocacy and showing up to the battle day in and day out. That work doesn't just keep us safe in the air, it keeps our workers safe on the job. And that is something that we need to take a victory lap around. And let me say, because I always want to make sure that I impart how important our interconnected battles are, because one labor fight is another labor fight, and it's important that we understand the interconnectivity and the solidarity needed in this moment. We are up against some of the biggest challenges that our labor movement, our workers' rights movement, is experiencing and has experienced in decades. The attacks that we see on workers not just unionizing, the attacks that we see on workers who are collectively bargaining for safer working conditions and worker environments, making sure that workers are coming and that they are able to do their job well, safely, and then go home and have everything that they need. That is important work. And it is work that is going to have to pick up, and it's work that we're going to have to keep on doing, because the reality is that people who want to make sure that our workers don't have everything that they need are going to keep on fighting. They're going to keep on getting people in Congress. Every reauthorization, they're going to come with their proposals, but we are going to come even stronger every single time, making sure that we are lifting up all those things that matter, the things that matter most. And that is work that members do at the member level. That's work that we do at the worker level, and we are only going to grow our numbers. So thank you all so much for your work this year. Thank you so much for the work that you are going to continue to do. I know that we might have fallen short just a little bit over on the House side. We still have our Senate fight left, so we're going to go ahead and keep running through the finish line. But I just wanted to let you all know and come here today that your Congress member from Pittsburgh stands in fight with you, stands in solidarity, not just with this one, but as the fights that will come, stands in solidarity with you for the work and the advocacy that you will do. Solidarity forever. Thank you all for being here in Pittsburgh, and thank you so much for having me.